My daughter got her first period. What should I do or not do? Don't make a huge deal about it. Just say, hey, there's tampons and pads in the bathroom. If you want a different brand, let me know and I can pick that up. Make sure you have a trash can with a bag and a lid in the bathroom. Also, a lot of girls have cramps that are really painful, and ibuprofen, Advil, Motrin, or store brand are helpful. She's only 11, so she might not be old enough to reliably take the right amount at the right interval, so offer to help get her Advil. If she usually has pain, it works better if you take it ASAP instead of waiting until the pain is bad and seeing if you need it. Make sure there's a bin in the toilet bathroom. I was so terrified to be caught stuffing a wrapped tampon in the kitchen bin at my friend's house, I sometimes had them in my backpack for days instead. Get her brand of whatever she uses and keep it stocked. Don't joke about it in front of people. Don't talk about it in front of people. Have some tact. Don't do that my little girl is a woman now thing to your friends in front of her. God. Don't tiptoe around the topic. Use direct language like, let me know when you're on your period. Are you out of pads? I'm going to the grocery store and I can get you some pads instead of let me know if you need those things, for, you know, that time of the month basically. Don't act embarrassed about talking about it. A hot pad is one of the best things for cramps. I love mine. I'd also say that the best thing you could do is normalize it. Don't let her feel like she needs to hide her pads or when she leaves the lining laying on the floor of the bathroom it's a big deal. Don't hide the box in the shopping cart, make her comfortable with it and be comfortable with it yourself, so she'll talk to you about it. Many people treat periods like there's some dirty thing that should be kept secret, and that's just not fair to women. There really isn't much to talk about once you get used to dealing with it. But if she's having bad cramps one day and doesn't want to do something, don't push her to. A pony is probably a little bit too big, but I support a monthly chocolate membership or even just a Hershey's bar when it's that time of the month wouldn't be a bad idea. Just don't force her to go on a hike on the strongest day of her period like my father did. Just ask her if she needs anything and let her be. The fact that you're asking here makes me think you got this. My dad would buy 2 pounds of M&Ms. 1 peanut, 1 plain chocolate. Open my bedroom door, toss them at me and close the door for 3 days. Godspeed, my friend. Coming from experience, be understanding that should she have issues with her period and need to be placed on birth control to control hormones. I had this issue around the age of 5 and 16. I was still a virgin at the time, so the birth control was strictly to control my hormones. My dad had a fit due to personal beliefs against birth control. Ask her mom what hygiene products she uses and have them available to her in a place she will notice without you pointing it out. She probably does not want to talk about it with her dad, no offense. If she wants to, then great. Let her lead the conversation. Agree with being matter-of-fact about it while also respecting her privacy and not telling others. Make sure she has plenty of supplies. If she's in pain, don't tell her exercise will make it better. Definitely buy the pony. I'm a man and don't have kids, so I'm not sure if this is the answer you're looking for. But if it were my kid, I'd make sure she knows she can come and talk to me about it as casually as anything else. It's not weird or icky or whatever, she can tell me whatever she needs to, and we'll figure it out together. No problems whatsoever. By the way, you're an awesome dad. My dad took me to the store and told me to pick out what I needed, but I didn't know what to get. He read the boxes and decided for me, for that time. He picked regular, basic pads. He told me what they were and to try that box. After that, I would know if they were right. He was willing to help if there was a problem finding a better kind. He told me that if I felt really sick or was bleeding more than 1 pad every 2 hours, to let him know, and he would take me to the clinic for advice. That was the most helpful advice and assistance I could have had, I think. He earned my trust with that immediately. For clarity, I started my period in 1980 and my dad was 55 years old and had already fathered 5 kids, all boys. Here is a suggestion. Why don't you go to the store and buy a selection of pads and maybe period underwear and maybe ask her mother to help so she has a period kit at your place. Extra bonus, maybe get her a small heated blanket in case she has cramps. Lastly, if she's embarrassed to talk about her period, don't force it and maybe have her come up with a code word when she's on her period, so you can make sure she's got everything she needs. You're being a great dad. If she tells you she needs pads or tampons, simply ask her what type she prefers and get them. Don't be a wuss about going down that aisle. My dad would make a huge freaking deal about seeing period products on the bathroom or wrap sanity products in the bathroom garbage. He didn't even use that bathroom. Please don't do that. Also, keep an extra set of bed sheets, PJs, and towels in case she stains or leaks. Remind her it's okay and it happens. Nothing a quick wash can't fix. You're doing great. Don't be embarrassed. Don't embarrass her. Have a trash can with a liner and a lid. I have several daughters, so I also keep mini trash bags to wrap the used product in so we don't get overwhelmed with stinky garbage before I know what's happening. It's better at keeping things neat than just the wrappers. Have supplies on hand, including non-flushable wet wipes. Things can be messy, especially when you're new at handling it, and it's nice to be able to wipe yourself or your hands before touching other things like the doorknob. Have heating pads, comfort foods. Pain meds. Midol is great but has caffeine, so watch that and help her stay hydrated. Help her with laundry, or make sure she knows how to use your machines on her own. Cold water and hydrogen peroxide are great tools for getting bloodstains out. Give her a copy of Judy Blume's Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret. If you don't have one already, replace your bathroom trash can with one that has a lid.